Hi, this is Vanessa Howey once again, doing an exercise video series. I am an ACE certified personal trainer. My certificate. You are welcome to go to acefitness.org and look me up to verify the credentials. I am certified. This is actually either my second or my third renewal on the certification. I think it's my second renewal. And the exercise I'm going to be doing today is a weighted ball workout. Okay, weighted ball workout. There we go. It's a series of 11 exercises. Okay, I'm going to try to get through these in a relatively efficient manner, I mean, because that's the most exercises that I've tried to do in a video series. There are a variety of people that I know that will just, as for Christmas gifts, give me exercise equipment. If you see over here, there's an entire wall full of dumbbells and kettlebells and other pieces of exercise equipment. I have 7 weighted balls of varying resistances. I chose one that would challenge me today. It's a 6-pound ball. I've seen resistance balls as heavy as 12 pounds in stores. I probably will never buy one that big. I might buy an 8-pound, but that's later down the road. And I've seen some as small as 2 pounds. So you have a gamut a wide range with which to work with. And if you don't have a weighted ball, a dumbbell will work just fine, but just make sure to not drop it on your toes or anything because that could hurt. The first exercise on this is lunge with wood chops. If you've seen some of my other series where I did with the kettlebell, the lunge with the wood chop, it's the same form that I'm going to be using. I'm going to hold the ball in the hand at the chest, stepping forward with my left leg, shallow lunge, and I'm going to chop, pushing off with the front heel as I do it. And when I step here, my weight is in the front heel, the toes are popped up in the front. This is working the arms, the core, and the legs. Whoop! And my balance. Fun stuff. And I'm going to switch legs, lunging. You may go as wide, meaning wide, or as narrow in the lunge as what you need. And if the rotational move is too much for you, then just do the lunge here. It's okay. Don't worry about it. One of the reasons I'm making this video series is for people that they're either too sick or don't have time, or they're too self-conscious to go out to the gym and to do these things. I'm certified. I know how to do it. I am a professional, but no one is paying me to stand in my home and do this. Although if you want to donate, please leave a comment below. You can contact me on Facebook, send me a private message, and I'll be happy to give you the information so that you can donate. A side lunge into an overhead press. Okay, I want to make sure. Okay, so first we're going to do a side lunge, and as we come up, we're going to go into an overhead press. I want to make sure that it wasn't all in one. Sometimes I do that. So first, I'm going to show you how to do the side lunge from the side here. So you're going to step out to the side. It doesn't have to be wide. Put your weight into this hip, so shift it into this heel. Pop that toe up. And then you're going to push off with that heel to stand. And then do an overhead press like that. Okay? I'm going to do a few on this side and a few on this side. Standing. Now, some people that can't do it, that's fine. On a day when I'm really tired, I might just do that. Stick the butt out. That's fine. So here, stick this butt way out there and put the weight into that heel, bending that side knee. pushing into the foot or into the heel to get the body up, pressing overhead. Pushing, press. You want to feel stretch in this inner thigh and feel it through here and through here as well as the core. The core is more secondary, and make sure that you're not going to fall over. One more on this side. And you don't have to get as deep as I'm getting. I've been doing this for years. So if you're able to step out wide like this, but this is the furthest you can go, as long as you're feeling it in the areas that I'm telling you you should be feeling it, you're okay. And if you feel a super intense stretch here, but nothing on the leg, that's okay too. Because this area is probably really, really, really tight, and it needs to be stretched out. And you're still working and moving these limbs. That's fine. And so, showing this side on this way, on this leg. Stepping out. This hip is going to go backward, bending this knee, sticking the weight into the heel. You're not going to do this up tall. Weight into the heel, push, stand. Weight into the heel, push, and stand. The key on getting yourself back up, you're going to hear me say it over and over. Push through the heel to stand. Push through the heel to stand. Because if you don't push through that heel to stand up, then you've got to push through that toe to stand up. And if you're pushing through the toe to stand up, the weight's going to go right here in that knee. You don't want that. You don't ever, ever, ever want that weight to go into that knee. So, doing one more. And as you can tell, I'm a little bit breathy. These are not Olympic moves, but if you haven't been to the gym in a while and you're feeling, even if you have a gym membership, and you're feeling a little bit self-conscious, you can try these. Even with water bottles in your hand. I've seen people that carry water bottles in their hand and they use that as their dumbbell. I have no problem with that. Okay, squat with arm raise. This is going to look very, very similar to the squat with kettlebell swing, only we're going to be using a ball instead. And I want to turn to the side so that you can get an idea. I'm not going to be thrusting through my pelvis like I did on the kettlebell video. I'm just going to be squatting down, sticking your butt way back there, weight in the heels, and as you stand, you lift the ball using your shoulders, using your arms. I'm not going deep on that squat. If I had one hand free, or even if you don't have one hand free, if you know that your low back is taking a good deal of the load and you're feeling it super tight, put the ball in one hand and one hand on the other thigh and lift that ball up like that. Even if you have to use a lighter weight, it's okay. You do what you have to do. Brace the core. Okay. On to the next one. Push-ups with the ball. Those with knee problems, put a cushion under your knees, okay? Pillow, something. Something that has a little bit of cushiony surface. Yeah, it's taken me a little bit to get down here. And so the whole point is to get the ball down here under one hand, okay? I'm going to roll myself over here. And so this ball being on the uneven surface is going to challenge the side that ball is on even more. You have tabletop position, you have intermediate position, you have advanced, and for the fancy people, feet stacked. I'm going to stay with the beginner people, not that I can't do anything more intense, but I want to show the people, I want to show my viewers how it is that I do it. So you bend the elbows out to the side. You want your shoulder and wrist roughly in alignment. So you can have it directly under. If you can, take it one hand distance away from your body to the side. Now those that are intermediate, and I'm only going about halfway down. Now, after you get done with the number of reps that you're allotting yourself, switch hands. Yeah, because you have the ball in the other hand. You got to switch sides. You're going to notice this more intensely on this one side. That's very, very normal. I'd be surprised if you didn't. And just so you know, when you're in alignment, when you are trying to get into alignment, if your face is looking down at the space between your hands, you're too far down. Your chest needs to be in the space between your hands. I'm sorry, I did not go over that earlier. That was my mistake. I am sorry. Just do the number of reps that you can do on that push-up, okay? Okay. This is a windshield motion with this ball, okay? Alright. I'm not going to do a massive amount, but what I am going to do is show two variations, one without the ball, one with the ball. It looks the same either way. Some people don't have the leg strength to hold it there. And so the windshield wiper, oh, this feels good on my back. Alright, hands out to the side. Your knees, you want to have your knees bent if you're a beginner. The higher up the legs go, the more challenging this is. I'm going to keep my knees bent somewhat. So you're going to come over to the side. Your legs are going to come over to the side. Your body will tell you, hey, I'm going to fall over here. That's when you pull. Use your muscles to bring those legs back in. Other side. And pull them back in. You don't want to use your hands and push. Because I'm trying to have my hands in the air so that I don't push on my arms. That's the beginner. This is intermediate. This is advanced. You put it wherever it's comfortable for you. Okay, I'm going to put it just above the knee, closer to my body. Yes, and on the exertion, always exhale. And if you are feeling any pain or negativity in the hip that is on the floor, so if you're over here and you're feeling anything negative, painfulness or uncomfort in the knee, in the hip that is on the floor, then come out of that move. You don't need to be doing that particular one because you might have an impingement or something and you don't want to make it worse. Okay, squat with rotation. Okay, and squat with rotation, I can do this on a front view and it not be anything negative. So you'll be able to understand it. You're going to go into a regular squat, feet a little wider than hip distance, and then you're going to rotate. This leg is pivoting around, because some people will do it like this, and that torques this knee in a very unnatural fashion. So you want to lift up the back heel. As you're rotating, rotate that back foot. And when I say the back foot, as you're rotating, this foot is the one that's going to be in the back. Or the opposite foot. Releasing this. Keep my abs in the whole time. Alright. Done with that squat with rotation. Alright. Now there's two balls that are going to be used on this one. Stability ball and this ball. Now, where I got this one from, it says Russian twist with ball, but I've seen other trainers call it Roman twist. I think it's the same thing. If you want to call it a Roman, that's fine. I'm just going by a website. I think it was Idea Fit. I saw it on that website when I subscribed after I became certified, and I began writing down exercises, and this is one of the really great exercises that I was writing down. Those that have issues with balance may not want to do this. Vertigo issues, don't want to do this. And balance issues, vertigo issues, or if you're having extreme sinus issues because you're going to be lying back and your head may not be fully supported by the ball. Okay, so I'm going to have to roll this one further back. There we go. Alright. Roll yourself all the way out. I'm going to try to support my head on the ball, but we're going to see how well that goes. Push into your heels. You need your hips to be fully elevated on this one. So what you're going to do is you're going to, with the ball in your hand, rotate your torso to the side. And once again, the back foot is pivoting to meet or to match what I'm doing. I'm rolling on this ball. Now, if you don't have a ball or just don't feel comfortable doing that, you're welcome to do this. Doing this motion here, rolling side to side. And the reason that I'm kicking one leg out is to help me maintain my balance. It's the same general idea. Okay. A V-sit with rotation. You saw me do this on the Bosu. I'm doing this on the floor. Now, if you have a hard time getting down onto the floor, you can sit on a step and do this on a step or on a chair. You're doing it, whether it's on a chair or on a step or whatever, it's going to be the same concept, only your butt is going to be higher in the air. That's the only difference. So when you do this, leaning back, and you rotate side to side. I'm trying to take this to my hip. Oh, sorry about that. Scratching my back. Trying to rotate, touching my hip with part of the hand and part of the ball. If that's too difficult for you, then just keep it up here. And don't go as wide on the rotation. Now, if you want to go more intensely, you can rotate and lift. So the leg that you're rotating towards, you lift it. If you want to go more intense than that, lift everything. Rotate, rotate. Or rotate, rotate. Okay? And you can add a heavier weight to that move. Okay. I'm going to make sure that I get this one correct here. Okay. Okay. This one says reverse curls, but from what I'm reading, okay, all right, I get it now. Sorry. This exercise is for the lower half of the abdominals. It says reverse curls on there, and when I think reverse curls, I think of having a dumbbell in the hand and doing this. Instead of doing a bicep curl, doing reverse curls. This is for the lower abdominals. So, a reverse crunch is what this is. So, now if you don't have a weight or this is going to be too challenging for you with the weight, I'll show you a modification. So, hands behind, stack them, hands behind, and so feet up a little bit. So the lowest you want to go is 90 on the legs. So advanced, intermediate, beginner. You really don't ever want to do that unless you're resting between reps or sets. So this is the move that you're going to do. You're bringing the knees towards the chest. The reason I have my arms, my hands behind my head, is if you have them here, you have a tendency to push into the hands. See, I'm pushing to get it up there. And it's working the arms when you do that more than the abdominals. And so for the intermediate and advanced people, intermediate, advanced. And or depends upon the weight of your ball. So, yeah, and if you need to adjust the ball along the way, do it. Make sure that your hips, try to lift your hips up off the floor, but without using momentum. Try to use the muscle to lift the hip instead of popping. Because some people will that without trying to. They use momentum to pop that hip up instead of curling and lifting. It can be tough. Okay, weighted ball pass. I'm going to do the weighted ball pass quickly. And then we have a bridge with ball. Okay, weighted ball pass. In the stability ball video, we did it like this without a ball. It's the same move. This is the exercise with the ball. And this time it is a weighted ball instead of just a stability ball, so it makes it more challenging. Okay, now on this one it's a bridge using the ball. If you're having a difficult time, don't have a ball, a weighted ball, you can do this without weights. Press your weight into your heels to lift yourself up and down, up and down. Intermediate, advanced people. Push and push. Feeling it in the glutes. I'm feeling it somewhat in the abdominals because I'm holding them in. Up. Oh, finished. I hope you enjoy this exercise series. If you do, please click the like button. I do enjoy your comments. If you do like this video series, please subscribe. And if there's any exercises that you would like to see in the future, please leave comments below. Send me a message on Facebook or whatever. Let me know, okay? I will try to accommodate if I can. Thanks. Bye.